So when I was making plans of this hike yesterday, after all the routing and planning and travel and things like that, went out to buy some supplies like snacks and something to eat and drink on the trip, and I quickly learned that it's a holiday in St. Kitts. They had some National Heroes Day and all the shops were closed except probably the restaurants. So all that was left over in my room is what I get to eat, and looks like today's power snack is going to be leftover pizza from last night. Not the ideal snack you want when you're starting off a long hike like this, but it'll do. And if you thought trail dogs exist only in the Himalayas, well, oh man, this is like hiking back home, where you start a trip, you pull out some food, and next 5 minutes there's a dog nearby who's just gonna follow you the entire trail. Mountain, sea, mountain, sea, mountain, sea. See you at the top. From far away I saw a volcano. I was a little worried, but then I came closer and I was like, I mean, who wouldn't want to have a nice hot cup of tea by the volcano bar, or maybe a nice flaming cocktail. So that's the bar. This is the parking lot area, which is, I think, locked because I've come really early in the morning at 6, and that is where the trail starts. So barely a minute in and spider webs all across my face, which kind of indicates that not many people have been taking this route of late, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing because then the local wildlife will be a lot more free on the trails. They might just pop up and say hi. It's a nice thing, bad thing, who knows, let's see. Okay, looks like I need my eyes on the road. I've started this trek at 6:10 in the morning. Let's see how much time it takes to get to the top, and let's see. So it's been almost 2 years since I've actually hiked or trekked anywhere solo in the mountains or the jungles. Most of my recent adventures and hikes were all with family or with friends, so there's always company around. Doing this after so long is such a rush, I tell you. It's like when you step onto the field for the first time to play your favorite sport, the first 5 minutes, that rush of where is this going to go? How's the trail going to be? I'm going alone, so there are chances you can get lost even with maps with you. Feels good to be having that same adrenaline pumping through me. But once you're in the trail and you've got your flow, you know you've done this 100 times before. It's time to have fun now. So there are places where they've built ropeways like this to kind of not mislead you from the route, because the terrain gets quite tricky some places, and I see multiple trails now. There are arrows too along the route, so they kind of guide you in the right way. Okay. Oh, that was just a shortcut. This trail has definitely not been used in recent times because I'm covered in spider webs. You probably can't see it, but yeah, I'm just like the whole time. I'm even using my GoPro stick, something to whack the spider webs down sometimes, and constantly checking for creepy crawlies on top of me. Already caught 2 spiders running up and down. Had to buzz them off. But yeah, yeah, here you go. Here's one guy. You probably won't see it on camera, but he's there. So after a point, I got sick and tired of the spider webs all over me, plus having to dodge all these spiders and whack them off me. So I grabbed a stick from the floor, and this is basically me the whole time, just swatting all the spider webs in front of me so that they don't get on my face or keep running all over me. Not fun. And if you're not a big fan of spiders or bugs, you're not gonna have fun over here. Occasionally you'll hear some frantic footsteps in the jungle. No idea what it is, but it looks like giant squirrels. Giant or not, I don't know, but something really big suddenly runs across the floor and climbs up trees, so must be a squirrel. This part of the trail, it's like a small stream or something just cut through the jungle floor and has dried up over the years, and such a narrow winding trail. See this bugger? There. Can you see him? Yeah. So it's such a narrow winding trail. Even my stick can't get through it. You need to use your arms to get through some of the sections, and some sections I can't even shoot because you're climbing up the side of the mountain with both arms, and sometimes the small trickle of a stream also passing beneath your feet. But yeah, if there wasn't a challenge, there's the fun. And if you wait for a few more seconds, you will see Mr. Spidey. Did you see Mr. Spidey? I think he also likes the camera. Barely about half a kilometer left in a particular direction, and I hit a fork where I have a trail going this way, and there's a section that kind of goes down a little bit into the valley, and there's a trail going down that way. So in such situations, I take the more used route and then just keep checking my maps to see if I'm on the trail. And if I am, then awesome. If I'm not, too bad. Track back, try the other route and do the same thing. Check if you're on the maps. Yeah, with one thing about these slippery trails is you tend to take quite a few falls, which is okay as long as you know how to fall. But this trail somehow seems to be going nowhere. Yeah. Oh, that's something I don't see very often. Haven't seen it in a long time. Like a root bridge. If you look carefully over there, that's like a root bridge, what you see in Meghalaya, from one tree to another, probably banyan trees. But yeah, this trail seems to be going nowhere, and according to my maps I'm going backward, which is very confusing. So I think it's the other trail itself. Alright, so now I know why I got lost. That other trail that I took kind of eventually comes and leads over here, and if you're heading back you will see this, which tells you clearly that the route I took is a new route, and that one will eventually join there. but it's not fun. Gotta keep your eyes on the trail. But sometimes you just want to check out these beauties. Okay, so the last part of the hike is where it gets really challenging. The route goes up a small stream, and I thought that wasn't the route because it looked quite tricky and slippery. Took another route. Hold on, Spidey. So I took another route, but that was not meant to be. So now there's spots where I gotta use both hands and climb up this really steep section. I think it's the last 100 meters of ascent up the mountain. This is why people have done this before. I said this is a difficult one because 70% of the starting bit is all easy peasy, but then it gets quite steep and slippery at the same time. But that's where the challenge is, that's where the fun is, and I'm slowly entering the section that's covered in fog. Can't wait for the view. Looks like we reached the top of the crater. Woohoo! Wow! Look at those trees. Of course, can't see anything because covered in clouds as I thought. Definitely a lot more windy here at the top, and got to a place where you get a little bit of the view, so let me show you. So that's the outer perimeter of the crater, and there looks to be a small pond or lake down there in the middle. My cab driver said there's a small hot spring somewhere and you can get the smell of sulfur from it quite a distance, so I don't think there's a route down there, but let's just see where this route finally goes to. Okay, I think I found where this route goes to the top of that peak over there, but it's also started drizzling lightly and I haven't carried any rain gear. Hold on. Nope, that's it. I don't think the trail goes up till there, and starts drizzling just as soon as I get to the top. Is that a sign? And as you can see, what was nice, beautiful view is now completely covered in fog. And one slip, going straight down the jungle there. Yeah, not funny with that wind around there. Straight down, like I mean straight down. I realized that I was like, phew, I'm not staying there. I got off, but Yeah, time to head back. Time to head back. Looks like it's going to start raining quite heavily with the cloud cover coming in strong. Want to get out of here soon. Not in the mood to get wet. Really started to rain as soon as I got here to the top, so I'm gonna head back a little bit and hope to find some shelter, because the wind is crazy loud here. Yeah, slippery trails like I told you. Okay, time to find some shelter. Bye. That was the view. There's the cloud coming in slowly. What I also observed is that the cloud can't really go inside the crater, because I think it's a little more warmer over there, but it just kind of like hovers along the top and goes from the Atlantic Ocean towards the Caribbean Sea. Geography, bitches. Okay, so the fun part of the video is done, and if you want more information about this trail, where, how, the challenges, and maybe a few tips along the way, continue watching. If not, skip to the end, find a new video, browse my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, go watch the next video. Okay, but if you're still watching this, was this fun? It was. Enjoyed it. This was by and large an easy route. Just the last section gets a little tricky, slippery, and you need to use both your hands to kind of climb up the rock face. Slippery because it passes by a few streams here and there. You will get a few falls, but it's fine. Just kind of fall soft, fall on your hands. It took me 2 hours with a little bit of shooting here and there. I'd say it might take about 2.5 to 3 hours if you're coming in a group or with a guide. Go at your pace, enjoy the views, take a few breaks, take a few photos. Remember, don't leave any trash here. I might be drinking from this water bottle, but I'm definitely taking it back. If you're coming alone and you have some experience, you can do it. You don't need a guide. You might even not even need maps. Just a little common sense. You might go off a little bit here and there, find your way back and keep going. Okay, I take that completely back. You definitely need maps or like a guide on this route. Coming down, you'll see multiple trails going in the direction that you want to. These are all, I think, small routes that people have tried and got completely lost with one. Luckily, the minute I knew I was lost, pulled out my maps because I knew I hadn't come on this route. Figured I was like about 50 meters away from the actual route, which is not too far. Cut through the jungle and found the right trail. Wouldn't happen if you didn't have your maps or a guide. With such a thick jungle around you, you will be completely lost. Yeah, so be careful, come prepared. A few of the places where there are multiple trails, there are markers saying hiking trail this way. There's no thing telling you back or front, so that gets a little tricky, but you'll get along. Some places along the streams might get a different route here and there, but eventually it'll go nowhere, so you head back, find the right route. If you're in a group, you'll have a lot of fun. It's really thick jungle, so the cap, glasses, sunscreen, nothing is necessary. You will not see the sun until you come to the top. Even after you come to the top, you won't see the sun because clouds. I left at 6 in the morning so that I don't have to face the heat when I'm going down. But I think you can do this any time of the day. But it's better to get down by about 5 o'clock, 5:30, because even though there is daylight outside, under the trees, by about 5 it starts getting really dark and you want to be out by then, because then you can't see the trail clearly and you want to be out, man. This is a really thick jungle and you don't want to be stuck here in the dark. What else? yeah, have fun. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope to do more trails like these. See you around. I have never screamed more like a girl than just a few seconds ago. There's a big palm tree branch that kind of fell very close to me, and I mean, it was still about like 5 feet away, but I thought it was some jungle animal suddenly falling down the tree, pouncing on me. I fucking jumped and screamed like no matter how tough you think you are, when it catches you off guard, it shows your true self, huh? It shows your true self. Can't get away from that. You can't beat that little chicken inside you. But yeah,